good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, depending on what time you're listening to the podcast. Welcome to Truckers USA American. My name is Miguel Reynoso. Fox, more problems in the trucking industry. Another company, they filed bankruptcy. Surge Transportation filed for Chapter 11 on July 24th. Surge Transportation basically declared bankruptcy, and the petition was filed on the Jacksonville District Court on July 24th, and this company basically declared bankruptcy, and this company owns basically almost $50 million. I don't understand how can a broker owns that much money, because this is not a trucking company. Surge Transportation is a broker, not a trucking company. And Surge Transportation basically filed for Charter 11. And if you guys know about any bankruptcy stuff, I mean, it's like Charter 11 is a protection of payment. So, and these people debt is about more than $50 million. Just remember, I don't understand how can a broker, owns that much money. What exactly? I'm gonna sound like a broken record, but what exactly? This broker, exactly on what they spend the money. What exactly are the expense that a broker had? Because they don't have trucks. They don't have to pay for fuel. If they're gonna claim the fuel they do is the cash advance, I don't think these people do cash advance. I'm not sure. And I'm sorry if I'm wrong, but what expense these people have? Because they are one of the cheapest brokers, because they don't pay good anyway. Okay? And now these people say they are in debt over $50 million. How? If you said somebody like me that has a small company, one truck, and I'm all the way up to my credit cards, I would be like, yeah, that's understandable. But this company, according to this report, after an experience record of sales and growing during the COVID-19 pandemic, and COVID-19 was bad for everybody, right? This broker basically makes a lot of money. Okay? A lot of money. And out of nowhere, in less than a year, this company basically filed for Chapter 11. I don't understand. And look, this company between 2021, actually it says here 2021, they make 240% on sale, okay? And they make $135 million on sales. When they say sales, it's basically booking loads and stuff like that. Now, 2022, the company basically made $200 million in sales. And now in 2023, they declare bankruptcy. I don't understand how this works, but how can a broker get in this kind of situation? Brokers don't have any expenses. The only expenses that a broker have, that I think, I might be wrong, okay, is paying whatever equipment they had in the office, internet, I don't know, computers and stuff like that, and accountants and stuff to have basically to keep up, with everything they made or whatever. I don't know. But what kind of expenses do they have? They are not a trucking company. If you say a trucking company is going out of business because they have too much, they spend too much money on fuel, they have too many expenses and vehicle broke down, saying the tow trucks, repairs, and, paying mechanics and all that. That is different. A trucking company has a lot of expenses. A broker doesn't have any expenses. I don't understand how can a broker go out of business. I understand if it's a small broker, they also have that, that many warehouse or that many clients that he can get, phrase out of there. I understand that. Okay? But Surge Transportation is a huge broker. Because to make that much money, okay, you got to have a lot of clients. Because remember, C.H. Robinson, TQL, and all those brokers, they make good money because they cheap. That's how they make that much money, because they cheap. But this broker, and the other thing is, that I'm concerned right now about this broker is because if this broker is declared bankruptcy, right? He filed for Chapter 11, and basically they cannot pay anybody or whatever. Why the law boards are letting this broker still post day low on their site? Because if you go to all these law boards, they still have low posted on those sites. If these people are declaring bankruptcy, why they letting these people keep posting lows on the website? They're supposed to go out of business because they own almost $50 million, and they have almost $50 million in debt. So why they let these people post lows on the internet or on the law board? That's what I don't understand. Because right now, if you go to the law board, you're gonna find that they still have lows posted on the boards. And my other concern that I have is that I moved a couple of lows for this broker, and I was looking at the agreement that I have with my factoring company, because I had to change that because I ended up running into this problem with a broker that I purchased. I move a low and I sell the freight bill to my factoring company, and then they don't pay. And I end up, reimbursing the money to the factoring company because my deal was 2%. Now I changed that. Now I had the deal that I have right now. If the broker doesn't pay, that's, their problem. But right now I'm concerned because I think when I move these lows for Surge, I wasn't the 2%. So I don't know. Right now I'm thinking if they don't pay these people, then I'm going to be liable for that money. And we're talking about almost $6,000. And to be honest with you, I don't have $6,000 to pay right now. And, besides that, the point is if these people are declare bankruptcy, why they keep posting lows on the internet? Why? This is not right. These people are not supposed to be posting lows on the internet if they declare bankruptcy. That means they don't have money to pay nobody. But I don't understand what's going on. But I'm telling you right now that, if it's a truck driver or a small company do any stupid stuff like that, those low boards, they will kick you out right away. They will block you from everywhere. They will not let you post your truck. They will not let you search for any low. They will block you from the site. But like I said before, we're the one that always lose up here. But that's what's going on right now. This company is declaring bankruptcy. Already filed for on July 24th, but they still keep posting laws on the internet. And fuck, this is alarming because another company that declared bankruptcy. Just mean, as you know, this is gonna be. I don't want to say this, but I mean, this situation is getting bad, and it's getting worse for the trucking industry. And basically, the Yellow Freight, they declared bankruptcy. They was thinking to declare bankruptcy on this coming Monday, but they already filed for it. So that means over 30,000 people are going to be without a job, including 22,000 drivers. And 22,000 drivers without a job, plus, you know, all the other people that they used to work in the warehouse and the office and, you know, all those cross dock that Yellow Freight used to have. And I'm guessing that's mechanics and, you know, people that do, you know, people that work for, they used to work for that company. Now this company is finalizes a bankruptcy file, and that company is going to shut down the operation. So another company that is gone. And people, I was looking at all the companies that basically went out of business since the pandemic, and there's a lot of huge truck. I'm not talking about small trucking companies. I'm talking about large trucking companies that went out of business. And I mean, Yellow Freight, so far, Yellow Freight, my reefer just started on. So far, Yellow Freight is the largest company that went out of business since, you know, all these things started, because the first one that basically went out of business in 2019 was New England Motor Freight. I don't know if you guys know who was New England Motor Freight, but New England Motor Freight went out of business. I mean, New England Motor Freight used to have over 2,000 trucks. They operate in New England, but, you know, to be a local delivery company, they used to be considered a large trucking company because they have over 2,000 trucks. And 2019, they were gone. I don't know if you guys remember Celadon. Celadon also went out of business, but Celadon was because of the bad administration that they had, really bad administration. People, including people that got in time, you know, because of whatever happens with Celadon. A lot of people went to jail. Another company basically declared bankruptcy was Transco Line. I don't know if you guys remember about Transco Line. Transco Line used to have over 3,000 trucks that went out of business. And another company that you probably guys won't even remember, because I mean, you will be like, oh, and then you'll be like CF, Consolidated Freightways. That company has over 8,000 trucks. That was 8,840 trucks, and that company went out of business, declared bankruptcy. I mean, a lot of companies declared bankruptcy since the pandemic. And right now, a lot of companies are going to keep going out of business because this industry is changing rapidly, to be honest with you. And I mean, the demand of freight is not like it used to be, because there used to be more freight. I know 2021 and some part of 2020, you know, the freight was moving, but 2021, I think, was the best year so far in the industry. But 22 was horrible. This year is horrible. 2020 was horrible, and companies are keep, you know, declaring bankruptcy. You know, like this one, they filed Chapter 11. And I don't know, this situation is getting bad, really bad. Because, look, there's a lot of companies. Basic. I don't know if you guys remember CCC, not Creek, because I know there used to be, there is another one called CCC Creek Car Record. You know, those are the companies that are not going anywhere. It was Commercial Car Record out of Florida. It used to be owned by a company called Concord. That company went out of business, declared bankruptcy or whatever, that basically disappeared. Remember Willie Chong Express? Willie Chong Express is gone. Remember Midwest Coast Transport? Midwest Coast Transport is gone. CT, they used to be a flatbed company. They're gone. Okay, declared bankruptcy. Superior, I don't know if you guys remember Superior Transport, another company that declared bankruptcy. They're gone. I don't know if you guys remember Preston Truck Line. That company used to have over 2,000 trucks, also declared bankruptcy. We got which one is this? Nationwide Transport, also declared bankruptcy. That company has over 2,200 trucks. Remember, Bill, these are not a small company, because this company, they have over 1,500 trucks. This is a large trucking company. Okay. I don't know if you guys remember the auto trucking, 1,400 trucks. Boom, disappeared. And I know a lot of you guys gonna remember this one, because I know a lot of you guys will be like, yeah, I remember, I want to go work for the company. Falcon Transport also declared bankruptcy. Falcon is gone. I mean, there's a lot of trucking companies that went out of business, they declared bankruptcy. And little by little, more companies I don't want to say this, because I really don't want no more companies to come out and say they're going to go, on bankruptcy or go out of business, because it's going to affect us little by little. Because if these people are going out of business because they don't have any freight, that means we're going to get hurt, because whatever freight they cannot move, they will pass it on to us. So, and this is the situation. I'm sorry about the noise, people, because my reefer is on, and but a lot of companies are going out of business today. A lot of companies declaring bankruptcy. This situation is getting real bad for the trucking industry or for the transportation industry, because now we're going to have a lot of people without a job. We're going to have more than 30,000 people without a job. And now another company is declaring bankruptcy. It's going to be more than 30,000 people without a job. And this is getting crazy. And I don't see any new companies or any new trucking companies coming up. I mean, nobody's opening new companies. I mean, I don't think nobody. I don't think anybody that has money to spend right now is thinking like, okay, I'm going to invest in a trucking company, or I'm going to create a new trucking company, because nobody want to take that chance, because how are they going to make the money? There is no freight to move. And that's what's going on in this industry. If somebody somewhere was thinking of opening a trucking company, I'm telling you right now, he probably put that on hold. It's like, nah, right now it's not a good idea, because if I invest $20 million opening a new trucking company, I'm going to lose my money, because I'm not going to be able to get that money back. So, but the situation is bad, because, a company that generates that much money, just as a broker, like Surge Transportation, just as a broker, because Surge Transportation, it is not a trucking company, it's just a broker. Okay? If this company generate that much money on sales, and now they're declaring bankruptcy, I don't even know what to say. Either maybe the situation was bad for them, bad administration. I don't know exactly what it was, but it is incredible. But there will be more companies coming up and declaring they're gonna be, they're gonna declare bankruptcy. So but this is gonna be this year is gonna be hard. I hope next year, change a little bit and picks up a little bit, and at least we can, because I'll be honest with you, I don't even know if you're gonna be driving this truck next year. I don't know, maybe I don't know, because right now I'm not producing the money to pay for any of my equipment. I'm not producing the money to pay for my truck and a trailer. So, but well, and another news, folks. UPS and Teamsters finally, basically they agreed on something, but a lot of reports, came out and say that the deal that UPS made with Teamsters, it is really, really bad for UPS. That's what, some people says, and if you go to the news and you hear people talking, said whatever deal that UPS made with Teamsters was really bad. And I don't understand what's going on, because these people come out and saying that, the deal that UPS and Teamsters made is going to basically hurt economically UPS. But then, on the other hand, UPS has no choice, because they have to basically agree on something, because it would have hurt them a lot economically. And UPS was not willing to take that chance. But whatever deal they got with Teamsters is going to hurt UPS economically. That's what some people says, that they have no idea how they agree on that deal, because it was a bad deal. But this is what I don't understand. I mean, if you see some other news, and other news says that Teamsters workers were not expecting, that kind of deal. They were expecting something better. That whatever deal that, Teamsters got with UPS was not enough, or, they were expecting a little bit more of money. But I don't know exactly what's going on, because if you go and look on the news, I mean, there's a lot of reports and says that whatever deal UPS made with Teamsters is going to hurt UPS. And, I don't know. Some people say, like, we don't even know how they make that deal. I mean, but, and on the other hand, we got some reports and drivers complaining that they were expecting, a better deal from Teamsters, from UPS or whatever. Like always, people are always going to complain. But the way I see this, and this is my personal opinion, the way the situation is, that basically Teamsters lost basically 22,000 jobs, for the employers or the union workers from yellow freight, because now that is 22,000 drivers that are going to be without a job, or basically are without a job, because yellow freight is not going to be operating anymore. I don't think Teamsters was in the position to negotiate or trying to get a hard deal with UPS after they're basically going to lose, 22,000 of their employees or the union workers are going to be without a job. So if basically whatever deal Teamsters got from UPS was not what the driver were expecting, or the Teamsters union workers were not expecting, let me put it this way: whatever deal they got right now, and you guys gonna keep making money, you guys gonna keep your job. I think they did a good job, because if that way it is, companies shutting down, going bankruptcy, and people over 30,000 people are gonna be without a job, and these people were finally to make a deal with UPS, and you're gonna get some money and you're gonna keep your job. Think about it, people. I mean, I know sometimes the way we see stuff is not the way we want to see it, because we want to see more increase in pay, and want to, we probably think we deserve more than that. But the reality is, that you get whatever these people can get you out of the company. But I don't know. My personal opinion, again, whatever deal Teamsters got from UPS for you guys, I think was great. Because the situation right now is not good. So, and if like some report says that whatever deal they make with Teamsters is gonna hurt UPS, I don't buy that, because to be honest with you, I don't think UPS is gonna go and sign a contract or whatever deal they got with Teamsters. They're not gonna sign anything that's gonna hurt them economically or something that's gonna hurt the company. Whatever deal they did, it's because they know they can afford it, and that company's gonna be able to keep on operating, because UPS has a lot of customers, and the daily basis, there's a lot of packages that have been shipped through UPS. So I don't think UPS is in the position also that bargain or do anything, because if all these people go on strike, that's going to hurt the company economically really hard. So either way, the way you see it, both parties are going to get hurt if they go on strike. Because if UPS have to declare bankruptcy for whatever reason, then that situation is going to get worse. But I don't think UPS is going anywhere anytime soon. So it's just like FedEx. I don't think these companies are going anywhere anytime soon. Hope not. But now we got Yellow Freight's gone. Now we lost that trucking company, right? And so many others, companies that basically are gone. CF, Consolidated Freightway, Transcord Line, okay, gone. Celadon, gone. Preston Truck Line, gone. Nationwide Transport, gone. So just imagine, Falcon, gone. I mean, it's a lot of companies. Auto Trucking, I don't know if you guys remember that one, gone. Superior. All these companies are gone because they basically declare bankruptcy. They cannot keep operating. So the situation is bad, people. Really bad right now. I know you guys be like, oh, we're still moving freight, whatever, blah, blah, blah. We're still moving whatever is on the board, because I know some of you guys have had to stay in the truck stop for a couple of days before you get a load, something that pays decent. Because I know some of you guys are not gonna move anything that doesn't pay okay. Not even decent, just okay. So, but this is the way it is right now, because I used to work for that company, CCC. I used to work for CCC, and I used to work for CTL, Chemical Tank Line. I used to work for those two companies, and I know it's basically those companies basically the same owner. And I know the company went out of business because of the bad administration and basically the abuse that the owner used to have. Not the original owner, because the original owner was mom and dad, and then they passed the company to the son, and the son basically messed up the company. But when I was working with CCC and CTL, I mean, sometimes, whatever they were paying you for, you'll be like, what, are you serious? Just imagine go all the way down from, let's say, from Central Florida, Orlando, Arvindale, whatever, all the way down to Miami with 3 stops, right? And then they send you to another place to pick up a load of beer coming back to the terminal. And You went down to Miami, you drop truck stop. You wake up at 2 o'clock in the morning so you can go and do all that stuff. And then when you're coming back on, it's 7 o'clock at night, right? And in that day, you make $100 because they pay you $90 to go deliver those truck stop. And then they pay you $10 to bring the back, how they call it, the backhaul. I mean, it's a lot, but that's what they call it. They pay you $10. I mean, that's, if you think about it, that's abusing. And nobody, there was a point that nobody wanted to work for the company because, they were not paying. Plus, other companies that were coming into Florida was taking the customer from this company. And the problem was also that, drivers also, tell the customer was, because that was happening, they communicate with the customer and stuff like that. And a lot of customers were not happy because that company was abusing the drivers. The mentality of that company was that if a driver makes $500 a week, that was a lot of money. That was the mentality that company has. A truck driver that makes $500 a week was a good salary. That's it. Just imagine that. But the problem was with that company also that they work you over because, I mean, you're running on paper log at that time. They don't have electronic log for the local drivers, and you leave at 2 o'clock in the morning, and you coming back around 7 o'clock at night. I mean, you're gonna make it legal because it's a paper log, right? But the thing is, you're working so many hours. You're working 16 hours a day, and you're getting paid $100. So that company was really abusing. I remember that company really well. I mean, I complain a lot because, I mean, whatever they were paying you, it was incredible. But that's a company that's gone. I mean, but like always, there was drivers making money with that company. There was a point, to be honest, and I'll be honest with you, there was a point that I was making good money with that company. But that's the situation right now. A lot of companies are shutting down. More companies is probably going to come out and say they're going to, basically, cease operation because they're not going to be able to keep on doing it. And this situation is going to affect us, and and not going to be good because little by little, it's going to crash onto us, and then these huge trucking companies don't have freight to move, then we're not going to have any freight to move. Because we still have these brokers like C.H. Robinson. And I'll be honest with you, I have access to all the law that C.H. Robinson has. I have access to the law board. But I do not move loads for C.H. Robinson because C.H. Robinson is in the point right now that any loads that they posted, they don't want to pay. And then on top of that, you take a load from these people and then you have to pay lumper. They want to charge you $15 to issue a money code, which is not fair because, I'm paying for the lumper. Why? I don't understand another thing. Why? The lumper. The way it is right now, with all this technology, these lumper companies they have. Why these people? Because I know Coyote do this. Some of the lumpers are prepaid with Coyote. Why they don't do that? When you got a freight going over there, just talk to these people. Prepay the lumper so the driver doesn't have to deal with that stuff. But I guess the point of that is trying to charge you the $15 so they can make more money, because remember, it's everything about the money. If they can have you move those loads for free, they will do it. Because cheap freight is the best to some people. Right? But people, this is what's going on. More companies declaring bankruptcy. I don't know how far this situation is going to go, because I mean, it's getting bad, and it is bad, real bad. But there was another company here that was basically reporting that so far they have lost $12 million in sales because they're not producing, the money, or the freight is not getting getting the way they used to get it, and they have lost this year $12 million. And they say here, we're not anticipating, or we're not saying that we are going to declare bankruptcy, but our company has some serious losses, and right now we're conducting some layoff and trying to cut off, some expenses, and trying to see how can we survive these bad ways. So if these people lost $12 million this year, this is another company that's getting close to basically declare bankruptcy. I mean, I know they're trying to call, they're saying they're going to cut off over here, they're going to cut off over there, and trying to, see how they can save some money so they can keep on, operating. But people, there is no way that if a company, they basically was making $96 million every year, right? And now, losing $12 million in 7 months on sales. I mean, they're not losing it. They just don't have the freight. Basically, they produce $12 million less than what they're producing last year. So this is another company that probably is going to declare bankruptcy, because right now it says that they're going to basically trying to lay off 100 employers. That is the goal for now. 100 employees. Doesn't say if they're going to lay off 100 truck drivers, or it's going to be combined between truck drivers and people that work in the warehouse and people that work in the office. But as they come out with these stories and this go around and blah blah blah. Look, if you're gonna declare bankruptcy, just declare bankruptcy, because right now how the situation is, we know that this company, when they go to basically to a certain age, like they, if we keep operating, we're gonna lose money, and we're not gonna be able to operate the way we are operating, and we're not gonna have the demand of freight that we used to have. The first thing they're gonna do is we're not gonna be able to pay some of the customers, and we're gonna try to see how much money we can, legally, because believe it or not, that's legal. How much money we can take and put it somewhere else and declare the company bankrupt. And it's been done many times. But this is another company that I hope not. But they're gonna declare bankruptcy unless they make that deal that was that other company was. I'm talking about, as I mentioned, I'm talking about Florida Rock. I don't know if you know Florida Rock Town Line. That's another company. They have been having a lot of financial problems. So, and I heard there's another company. There's another company they're trying to buy. The Biden. I don't know if that company is going to be able to buy them now or whatever, but that's what they save right now. They're trying to save, some money and trying to see if they can keep the operation. But the way I see it, I think they're gonna sell to the other company. And I understand this because a company trying to buy a Florida Rock is a flatbed company. I don't know, maybe they're trying to get into the tanker division or whatever, but that company is a flatbed company. But I don't know if they're trying to like go around and trying to make people believe that they're trying to do something to save the company or whatever. But we know I don't know if you guys don't know anything about Florida Town Line, but Florida Town Line is they're not making any money either. I mean, because whatever they were moving down in Florida, I mean, it's just it's not working for them, I guess. So that company is. I believe that it's gonna go bankrupt, or maybe the other company is gonna acquire them. So, but that's the situation. More companies are gonna have to declare bankruptcy, and that's bad. That's really bad for this industry, because I mean, nobody wants to be without a job right now, especially in this situation. And a lot of companies basically shutting down and closing operation, and a lot of people not making money, and nobody right now wants to be without a job. But well, another thing, folks over here, if you guys trying to change your ELD or anything like that, there's a report that came out from the FNCSA. Couple of ELD companies that basically were shut down by the FNCSA, they basically reinstated, because I mean, basically they fixed whatever was wrong with the ELD, and now the FNCSA basically says that this device amount or the others are comply with the DOT and the FNCSA regulations, and they are okay to be used. The ELD names are Golden ELD. This company was basically shut down, but now they're reinstated on the FNCSA website, so you can use Golden ELD. And the other one is GRS. GRS is also reinstated. You can use that. And the other one is GRS 199. I guess it's the same company, because I mean, so those companies are you are able to use those companies, because the FNCSA basically, whatever problem they have with the system, they fix it. So it says here that the Federal Motor Carrier Safety Administration says that they have restored a electronic logging device to its list, because they comply with the FNCSA regulations. And the agency announced on July 25 that they basically follow all the steps, all the guidance from the FNCSA, and now they make sure their product work according to the Department of Transportation. So, that's good. So at least you guys have more choices. I mean, I'm not gonna change my ELD, to be honest with you, because I mean, whatever I have, I'm gonna keep using it. And if I stop using it, it's because I'm not driving trucks anymore. So I'm okay with the ELD that I have. So, but I know a lot of you guys, I mean, like, get pissed off at some of the I know a lot of guys are don't like they used to be keep trucking, but now calls different. I don't know what they call it, something. There's a new name now. A lot of people used to hate using them, but now they're using this new company. They basically bought keep trucking. So, but that company never has any problems. I mean, since they started, they never had any trouble. So I'm guessing that's one of the good ones up there. So But that's how it is. And there's always some, news up there about electronic devices and stuff like that. And another thing, Fox, this is wow, they opening a battery charging facility for heavy duty trucks. The first one they open is in Long Beach, California. Wow. It says in this report that a major commercial truck charging infrastructure development recently opened in Long Beach, California. The company says that the large charging station, it is a skid to basically charge 4 trucks at a time. Look at that. Actually, no, it's 26 trucks. Wow. This facility has the ability to charge 26 trucks at a time. That's good. But, I mean, this is only California, so I don't know. You guys know anywhere else that they have a charging station for the electronic trucks? So, yeah, they're trying to push this too hard. But, yeah, if you have an electronic truck, there's a charging truck station in Long Beach, California. So, if you want to charge you electronic truck, that's where you got to go. So, I don't understand where else you can charge those electronic trucks. Let's just say your company has some of those trucks. I mean, if you're using it, I mean, where do you charge it? I mean, where? Because it's not like you can grab a plug and connect it to any power outlet and get charges. It doesn't work that way. So that. I think this is the first electric charging station for a semi-truck. So, yeah. And it's in California. Well, that doesn't surprise me, because they've been pushing for this too hard. So, yeah. But like I said before, I mean, electronic vehicles don't sell with me. That technology, I mean, it's too new for me. And I don't trust it. I don't think a electronic semi-truck is gonna be, liable as a diesel truck. So, but that's my opinion. So, I guess some of you guys will be like, "Oh no, you'll see, it's gonna be better than a diesel truck." Well, it might be, but not for me. I don't think I will ever drive one of those electronic trucks, because by the time that technology is going to be mandatory, I don't think I'm going to be around here. I'm probably going to be long gone. So, and if I'm still here, I don't think I'm going to have the strength, or I don't think I'm going to be able to drive a truck, because I mean, it's 20 years from now, I'm going to be over 70 years old. So I don't think I'm going to have the strength to drive a semi-truck. And even if I had the strength, I don't think I want to be driving a truck, after 70 years old. So, but I don't know. They want to push this technology too fast, and to me, that's not good. But some people love it, some people don't. I don't like it. But you can hate me for it if you want, but I mean, I don't like it, period. It's my opinion. Well, folks, that's all I got for today. And let's just hope my reefer just turn off. But I mean, I just hope no more companies are come out and saying that they're going to declare bankruptcy and everything is good. So, well, folks, be safe out there. Don't get stressed. Don't work too hard if you're not getting paid. And talk to you guys in the next podcast. God bless you. Be safe out there. Bye.